Good evening, and welcome here to Backspace Gallery. My name is Tony Brewer, and along with Kyle Kloss and Joan Hawkins in absentia, we produce this second Thursday of the month spoken word series for the Writers Guild of Bloomington. We are sponsored in part by the Indiana Arts Commission, the Bloomington Arts Commission, and the Bloomington Urban Enterprise Association for now. The Writers Guild at Bloomington wishes to acknowledge and honor the indigenous communities native to this region and recognize that Indiana University in the city of Bloomington is built on indigenous homelands and resources. We recognize the Miami, Delaware, Potawatomi, and Shawnee people as past, present, and future caretakers of this land. Thrilled to have with us tonight some fantastic features. Patty Cooper-Wells. Wells Cooper, it's Cooper-Wells. Yeah, I know. Three names throw me for some reason. I need to get myself a third name, I think. And Michael Duckwall, our other poetry feature, and our musical guest, Tommy Bays. Super excited to have everybody here. And like most of you are on your way to New Orleans in about a week to go to Gonzofest down in New Orleans. So super excited for you all. I just had a couple of announcements. Third Sunday Write is a virtual space where you can find writing prompts in the company of other writers. It is a private Facebook group where you can respond to prompts posted monthly. You may then write and post anytime during the month and offer a response by sharing a line from their piece in the comments. For more information or to join the group, contact Shauna Ritter at shauna747@gmail.com. Please include Third Sunday in your subject line. Also wanted to tell you about Hiromi's launch reading coming up for Umami. Friday, May 16th at 6 p.m. at the Runcible Spoon over there on 6th Street. The Writers Guild of Bloomington presents a poetry book launch reading, Umami, out on Alien Buddha Press just this past March by Hiromi Yoshida. Also reading is April Ridge, author of Monstrous and chair of the Writers Guild, and Joan Hawkins will MC. There will be an open mic following the readings. Also coming up, Ortet, my little ensemble, is playing at the Call and Response Jazz and Improvisational Music Series that is coming up Wednesday, May 21st at Blockhouse Bar over there on 4th Street in the alley next to the 4th Street parking garage. $10 or $5 for students. 2 sets, 7:30 and 9 p.m. Second set's always a cooker. It's always you'll be glad if you stay for the second set. First set's fine, not to scare you away. Second set's always humming, so. And then last Sunday poetry reading series and open mic, coming up Sunday, May 25th at 7 o'clock at Morgenstern Books over there on Auto Mall Road, featuring our good friends, John Dorsey and Jonathan S. Baker. Open mic to follow. And right back here at Backspace Gallery next month, Thursday, June 12th, right here at 6 o'clock at Backspace Gallery, author and open mic regular Brian Price will be performing The Last Coyote with musical accompaniment by Kyle Kloss and Julian Douglas. That's pretty fantastic. It's a fantastic piece. I've heard it already. He did it for the Electroacoustical Poetical Society as like a produced piece. So I'm excited to hear it live. I'm just excited to hear what you guys do with it. All this information is available on our website or by liking, following on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Sign up for our newsletter by going to our website, which is writersguildbloomington.com. Excited to hear our features tonight. Tommy Bays is going to start us off. We're going to do a couple of songs to get us rolling, and then we'll have Michael, and then we will have Patty, and then Tommy will do a set of about 15 minutes or so, and then we'll take a break, and you can talk amongst yourselves and get more snacks and whatnot, and then come back and we'll have the open mic. So that's kind of the flow of the evening. That's kind of how things are going to go. Tommy Bays is an eclectic singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist with a passion for the written word and long, funky grooves. He hails from Louisville, Kentucky, and the southern Indiana area, and is a member of the U.S. Lifetime National Beat Poet Laureate Ron Whitehead's Storm Generation Band. As I said, Tommy will be performing later this month in New Orleans at this year's Gonzofest. Please welcome Tommy Bays.
My dad.
Sure.
Thank y'all very much for having me out tonight. Blessed and grateful to be a part of this, and with so many other great features tonight too. I'll start off with an original tune. This one is called Addicted to You.
To everything that you do, every love I can do what you do, baby, coming back around again. I think this time we gon' get it right at the end. Your brown hair, your green eye, everything on your song has got me hypnotized. Oh, baby, won't you keep on pushing through, trying so hard
I teased you all a little bit with it during soundcheck.
And it's May 8th today, which is,
For Grateful Dead fans, the anniversary of one of the most well-known concerts that they ever played. 5/8/77 at Barton Hall in Ithaca, New York, at Cornell University, I believe. So now I'm gonna play Scarlet Begonias by Grateful Dead.
stopping strangers just to shake their hand. Everybody's playing in the heart of gold band, heart of gold band.
That's it for the start, and then you come back and do a longer thing.
Okay. Thank you all very much for listening.
Tommy Bays, everybody, another round of applause. All right, our first feature for this evening, Michael Duckwall was born and raised in the Ohio Valley. A featured poet at the 10th Gonzofest in 2023, he took off and hit the ground running as part of the production team for a 57-hour nonstop Insomniacathon, music and poetry event in Louisville, Kentucky in 2024. Michael's poetry, artwork, and photography have been in a handful of magazines and anthologies, along with numerous online features. He has 2 chapbooks, Ramblings of a Recovering Poet and 7.2 SkullQuake in publication, and 1 limited edition co-authored chapbook, Kraken Nuts, which is like Kraken, like the squid, like the or the worm, or whatever you're back cracking, Kraken Nuts with Chad M. Horn. Please welcome Michael Duckwall.
Thank you, Tony. Great shirt. Thank you. Hesitation. I need white noise to drown out the chaos. I went to the doctor the other day, and after the blood pressure check, after the temperature check, the nurse said it's been more than a year since your last visit. She asked questions, and I answered with lies. She asked, are you depressed? Do you have suicidal thoughts? I said with a slight pause, no, I'm good. Now either she didn't notice the few seconds of thought, the ones where I was debating on whether to tell the truth or not, either that or she just didn't care. On my last visit a year ago, I found out the hard way that they truly don't care. Just take my pills, pay my bills, and fall into place. I do what I'm told. I don't ask any questions. That's the bullshit of my daily life, and I need white noise to drown out this chaos. There's always chaos, screaming, cursing, crying inside my mind. The pills, they don't help. I still hear the chaos. So rather than going numb to it all, I drown it out with white noise. And when asked, are you okay? I lie and hesitantly say, yeah, I'm good. No one ever seems to notice my long pause, my slow response. I need white noise to drown out the chaos. I'd like to start this one out by saying this is a true story because this stuff really happened. One by one. I used to think the safest place to be was in a graveyard. I jokingly say, there's nothing to be afraid of. Everyone's dead. Back when I had an old black Chevy van, but no house to call home, I'd park in graveyards to sleep at night. Awaken to frosted windows and a cold bed, still dark, almost twilight. Early morning piss, watch my breath float on the air, a shiver, a chill. I woke up this morning feeling the same way, just living this life that we all live today. The safest place to be is right here in the now. There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all dying one by one. Our graves out there waiting for us to come home. I used to jokingly say, everyone's dead. Nowadays, it's more of a serious conversation. I got a couple new ones sprinkled in here, so they might be rough. Blood spit words. I spit words and blood comes out. My soul screams itself back into existence. This world buried me deep beneath her flesh. 6 feet of earth held me down, hoping, praying I wouldn't ever make a sound. With spring comes new growth, pruning off the old. The zombification of self. I am reborn, the talking dead. I crawl out of this grave of skin. My soul craving life's experience, not death no more. I kick open every single door that was ever slammed in my face. I spit blood and words come out. Truth be told, the time for truth is now. Existence screams for us all to live. Sadly, this one keeps being relevant over and over and over again. Americano. Everyone keeps screaming, gun violence. It always echoes back in silence. No one hears, no one cares. At least that's how it feels. All of them sitting upstairs looking down on us. They could care less as we blow each other away. All the words they refuse to say, the laws they refuse to make, and we keep screaming, stop this gun violence. It echoes back in silence. There are no laws passed. Every one of us, all of us, we're running out of gas. We're all at the end of the line. There's nothing for us to find to cure this ailment, this American disease, Americano gun violence. Every time we scream, it echoes back in silence. Bullets, they rip through us, they kill our family, kill our friends, killing strangers we don't even know. Still we care. We show up at the doorstep, we keep climbing those stairs, banging on the doors. They call the law, have us arrested, tell everyone that we're all insurrectionists, and we scream, gun violence. And it echoes back to us in silence. The lawmakers, they don't care. They act as if they do until they get your vote. None of this is anything new. We see it every night on the primetime evening news. They slither around protected by armed guards, $1 million homes, chauffeur-driven cars. They all take the elevators, and all of us take the stairs. Each door has a lock. None of us were born holding the key. As long as they sit up on high looking down on us, they don't give two fucks. They don't care. We can blow each other away every single day and nothing will change. Red, white, and blue. I'm so done. I'm so sick of you. All of our freedoms that no longer exist, other than being free enough to kill one another. Still, we must persist. We must scream, stop this gun violence. Even though these screams always echo back in silence, we have to keep banging on the door. We have to cry, no more. We have to change this American dream because our children are waking up to a blood-soaked nightmare. I keep screaming, and I keep listening, and there's no echo to be heard. Red Mona Lisa. Let's spill our guts and paint a red Mona Lisa. We'll use our fingers instead of a brush. Go straight Paleolithic with it. A bloodbath caveman style. Only ours will have a prettier smile once we learn each other's weaknesses. Horrifically beautiful, this life, this lie, these words, those pearly whites peeking out between busted lips, speaking truth. The spinning ladder of time, I'll spill your guts while you spill mine. Bloody hands, bloody fingers, red, everything's red. Them voices. I tried talking to myself. They say 10 different voices in one head means schizophrenia, or however you spell it. The voices say my spelling's fine. You can fuck off if you think otherwise. Them voices, they're something. At least they make me smile sometimes. This life, it's beating me down to the point of thoughts that we don't talk about. Do you think them too? A question that's forbidden. How many of us just want to leave, exit stage door left, get straight the fuck out of this chaos, this life? I tried talking to myself, and I wouldn't listen, and they wouldn't listen. We never listen. Last one. The name's long, so bear with it. The number number you have reached is no longer in service. There's hate in the heart of this new religion, patriarchy with a bloated Godhead hierarchy. You don't belong here. You never paid any taxes. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, yells the president. They praise him, their false messiah. It'll be bigger and better than anything you've ever seen. We'll make it great again. All of a sudden, being born in our country doesn't qualify you as a citizen. This new red, white, and blue land, an ancestry of illegals, all but forgotten, swept beneath the carpet. Only Native Americans with the dirt of sacrifice beneath their nails have any kind of right to claim ownership. Still, none of this belongs to them. We stole it all. Cleansed these western houses. Now there's not even due process. Justice isn't blindfolded. She's closed her eyes to all of this. No tears are shed. El Salvadorian prisons become new internment camps. If this is the will of the masses, then I'm part of the minority. Eugenics for autistics? A piece of the puzzle that doesn't fit nicely? Pounding a square peg into a round hole? They have hate in their hearts as this new religion holds two hands together for a selfie. Will they crucify me? Will I be burned at the stake? Father, I'd ask you to forgive them, but it goes straight to voicemail and your inbox is full. If only you'd answer the goddamn phone. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Michael Duckwall. Thank you. And again, if you're going to be in New Orleans in the next week or so, it's next weekend, right? Is it
next weekend.
Next weekend,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Get down there for Gonzofest. Like half the room's going to be there. Good scene. So, get some e-notes here. Our next. What's up?
Is that pre-show?
This is the pre-show, yeah, this is the warm-up. Patty Cooper Wells is a native of Queensville, Indiana. She and her husband John have made Madison, Indiana their home since 2000. Primarily a visual artist, she believes art is a calling and revels in the creative process. She has painted and exhibited her artwork for over 35 years, and she's painted many murals all over Madison. Her other passions are local history, genealogy, and vintage Halloween. She is a volunteer curator at Gallery at the Spot, and see if I get this right, it's the Madison Area Arts Alliance? Mm-hmm. Cool. Also co-founder of the Gadfly Art and Poetics Society with Jane Vonderheide. Please welcome Patty Cooper Wells. Do you need a music stand? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Bluetooth thing. That's what we'll learn. Yeah. We're learning together.
Learning and growing.
Hello, hello.
I think it's off.
It's off again. Wake it up.
Yeah.
Wake up, darling.
Agree 100%. Connected to Galaxy A3552.
I capture these thoughts like lightning bugs in a jar, bits of electricity to form lightning insight. Double door jay, cosmic four-leaf clover. Not so rare, you just gotta look around. I know things without explanation, yet I can't explain what I don't know. Wisdom is an organic thing, and a creative force is holy. It flows through us all if we let it. We learn, then we forget, over and over. Who is this in the mirror? When you're briefly aware that you don't know, that's when you've got it. Can a painting show it? Can a poem hint at the vastness of it all? Esoteric, Child's Play. Does he need to come up a little? Good.
A little bit, maybe a little, maybe just a bit. I can always bring the vocals up too if it's
Art. Art is art. Art is not commodity. Commercial value does not equal artistic value. There is no place for pretense in art. There is no place for bourgeois status seeking. I repeat, art is not a commodity, no more than love is. Art does not belong to the rich. Art does not belong to New York. Art does not belong to LA. Art does not belong to London. Art does not even belong to Paris. Art is art. Art can happen anywhere. Art is omnipresent. Art does not belong to the educated. Art is not an exclusive endeavor. Art is art. Art can flow through anyone. The crazy ones, the quiet ones, the humble. Artists are born, not made, chosen by the muse. Art is for everyone to connect with spirit, to make, to look, from the caves to the cathedrals. Art is art. Art does not heed rules. Art does not need permission. Art does not need degrees. Art does not need acceptance. Art just is. Art is like the Tao. Art is art. Art is a means to a higher purpose. Art transports us to regions not ruled by time or space. Art is art. When you think you have it all figured out, the colors shift. That's when art, turning Dada trickster, laughs at us all. And as we are caught dumbfounded in surprise, art teaches us something completely new. Doo-wop for Uncle Dave. Pursuing forgotten dreams, against the wind, down Route 66 and back again. American Alchemy Dream Machines, Doo-wop 55. Transforming rustic chrome, Mustang Cobra Fastback, Pink Crown Victoria, fuzzy dice and spinner hubcaps, Doo-wop 55. Rat Fink and model cars, hot summer dirt track, brickyard and checkered flags, lazy diesel, cigarettes and Pepsi Cola. Waiting for James Dean, crying lonely teardrops. Happy days in the pink. Cruising over to the drive-in with Miss Lori and Mickey. Root beer float and cheeseburgers. Doo-wop 55. Up all night, sipping on a Seagram 7-7, singing off key with Ronnie and Bonnie. Be my baby, be my baby. Night radio cosmic stations, traveling in your mind. Bob Seger sang your life in every song. The lonesome midnight yearning of the Midwestern heart. Rock and roll never forgets. Doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-wop. Doo-wop 55. 43 reasons, only 71 seasons. I tried to be your angel. I tried to be your friend and stand by you when the night had come and the land was dark. But life seems to always fall short of our dreams, our beautiful, forgotten dreams. How could you be so sad, yet so fun? So silly, yet so wise. Blind, but you could really see. Lonesome, but so loved. So loved. house where time had stopped. The trees, they circled the yard with gloom. The paint was long gone from the windowsills, and the siding weathered gray, and the bungalow roof leaked in the rain. The house where time had stopped. No one had been welcome here for a long time. The porch covered in debris. Was there a chair, a bed, a place to sleep? Books and records, untouched on shelves, covered with cobwebs and dust. Faded wallpaper, brown with age. The snakes and mice ran freely here. The house where time had stopped. There were rows of carefully hung strings of bohemian glass beads in each window. Windows full of color, every prism capturing the light through the dust. The house where dreams had stopped. To look, one guessed not a soul had tread these floors since 1937. But no, the resident was here just last week. Today is his birthday, but he is dead. Had our friend been a man or a haint all along? This house, where love had stopped, where hope had stopped, the house where time had stopped. Hearts and clocks had stopped ticking here some time ago. We friends stood there speechless, looking around. The scene is etched into my mind. He's the haint haunting this house now. Of that, I'm sure. Doorknob keeps turning, and blue ghosts all around. But my heart is breaking. My heart is breaking. Remembering the house where time had stopped. The typewriter of no return. Sitting alone under a midnight moon, the melancholy beat of St. James Infirmary in my ears, a candle burning and a glass of sack. Time goes forward, but I want it to go back, and my typewriter has no return. Watch your P's and Q's, my dears. Life can rack up regrets, bad drafts, and typos. The paper flows into infinity, forgotten dreams, songs unsung, loves lost, friends long gone, long gone. The candle flickers, and I remember them all, remember them all. The price of love is grief. What is given will be taken away. Time goes forward, but I want it to go back, and my typewriter has no return. When I die, please bury me in my old glory high-top sneakers and my beret. Just give that $20 gold piece to charity, because my treasures are already in heaven, and I ain't coming back. And stroll along to the cemetery with that old jazz band leading the way. 7 folks going to the graveyard, only 6 coming back. Midnight moon, can you hear me singing the blues? The candle, it flickers, a soul says hello. And tonight, I am real gone with the blues. I am real gone. Real gone.
question for you. And it's a question I've asked myself recently. Why did we choose to be alive at this time? If you can answer that, it'll help you a lot along this life path. How about that? I love you. Bye.
Forever painting the clouds, a conversation with Dallas. Howdy there, it's 11:11, and I am painting the clouds, floating above it all, looking down. Man proposes, God disposes, and I believe in miracles. God sent a handsome Cary Grant sort of angel unawares to pick me up from the sidewalk after a hard fall. Bruises healed, I feel fine. It is a beautiful day, and I have dreamed this life into my own reality. And visions come, and I am cared for, even as I care for others. Howdy there, it's 11:11. I got the full moonitis vibrations. A sip of bourbon and a tube of Payne's Gray are what I need today. As I flow with Enya on the stereo, with her I will sail away. I am the wild child of which she sings. Ever feel alive and you've nothing missing? She must know my heart, she must know my heart. And I am back, painting the clouds, floating above it all, looking down. Hello, it's 11:11, just checking in. As I ponder this life, they always said I was naive, I was innocent. Maybe so, maybe so. I wonder, how many crossroads can one life have? And I just paint the clouds, floating above it all, looking down. Hello, it's 11:11. The earthquake Santernini, and the full snow moon rises in Leo, reaching peak illumination. It has arrived to take me away. Silence has fallen as you inquire. It's 1:11, Dallas. Are you okay? And I hear you all faintly from far above in the luminous clouds. Back home at last, floating above it all, looking down. And I am smiling. Champagne flowed from our cups. This one's for Jacob. Champagne flowed from our cups alongside the river. Two friends reunited, never really apart. As we stopped to look around at the aftermath of history's tragedies upon our lives, I contemplated a dead man's shoes while you found a jacuzzi stranded on the shore, somehow transformed into a funny raft amongst the gnarled tree roots. An American river speaks in plain spoken metaphor. The decadent billionaire high life, it too will be swept away. Our huckleberry fin roots echo from the past. We are time travelers stuck in the present, but the river only flows one way. You spoke of your adventures And I am sassafras, and you are moonshine, and these bubbles are a mist before our eyes. The champagne flowed from our cups alongside the river of our dreams, the river that remained with you halfway across the world, the river that connects us in a metaphysical, ancestral way, the river, sage teacher, giver of life and death, and champagne flowed from our cups alongside the river. As the clouds rolled by, we sweetly spoke of our friend who had left us for the angels, giggling, while Canadian geese announced their nest on top of the old tower. We, reading poems and painting alongside this river, the river that calls us and our kind, the river that called those before. The champagne flowed from our cups alongside the river, and we raised a glass to friendship and love, indestructible. Thank you guys, it's been an honor to be here. I want to thank for the music Moondog, Philip Glass, the Dublin Guitar Quartet, Santo and Johnny, Willie Nelson, and Django Reinhardt.
So another hand for Patty Cooper Wells. So we're going to have a musical interlude now by our musical guest Tommy Bay is going to come up and do about 15 or 20 minutes or so, and then we'll have our break. How about that? How do you think of that?
Thank you, sir. This is a song I wrote probably around 15 years ago, maybe even 20 years ago, actually, now that I think about it. Always losing track of years, it seems, when I'm remembering. Doesn't feel that long ago, but the song I wrote is called The Kids Are All on Drugs.
Look out on the streets tonight. Kids are out on drugs, kids are out on drugs. Kids are out on drugs, kids are out on drugs. Kids are out on drugs, kids are out on drugs. Kids are out on drugs, kids are out on drugs. Been talking about late night in the underground. They've been getting so high, stop to spin, they stop to spin themselves out just to do it all over again. Just please be careful when they say that you're in. I've seen too many die.
Next, I want to play this little instrumental number that I've come up with, and see right into another original song. So when I start singing, that's higher vibration. Before that, doesn't have a title. It's just a really cool instrumental thing that I kind of like a lot. Hope you all do too. Searching for that higher vibration, trying to find a frequency
frequency that can save foundation. We gon' fight for what we believe. Got that right, we won't leave. Can't you feel the sun is shining bright? Lord, can you feel this healing light? Oh, can you feel the love tonight? But it was just a legend, and we could all come together as one and moonlight. Lord, you know we're searching for that higher vibration. Trying to find a frequency that can save foundation. We gon' fight for what we believe. We will die, we will bleed if need be. Oh, can't you see the moon is shining above? Oh, can you feel it pulsating light and love? Lord, have you ever feel like you not got enough? It's time to your brothers and your sisters and a smile. You're surely gonna fill your cup. Lord, you know you're searching for that higher vibration. Trying to find that frequency that can save foundation. We gon' fight for what we believe. Got that right, we won't be. Here we all come together as one. Here we all rise together as one. Trying to find that vibration. Here we find it together as one. Lord, you know we're searching for that higher vibration.
I want to do another cover for you all. Today, May 8th, I brought up earlier with the Grateful Dead connection, but it's also was the birthday of a really close friend of mine that passed away when we were 18 years old from a drunk driving accident. We were in a band together, we played a lot of music together, we lived right down the street from each other, so I still think about him all the time. And he would have been really excited about this New Orleans and Gonzofest and all that. He was crazy about Hunter S. Thompson, so I want to play one of his favorite songs right now.
sail on these weather, sail, I'll sail, I'll leave again. I'll wink it, I'll wish it, I'll wait, yeah. Really calling and sailing, and on I sail and I call out again. Sail me down, I wanna leave her gone. I know, I swear, down now where there was a box of old bags. Oh yeah, can you see them on that porch? They don't wave. I see them round the front way, and I know that I know I don't want to see. I'm down and far away, yeah. Said I don't know there's something there. I'll leave her all I know. I swear down now where there was a box of old bags. Oh yeah, can you see them out on that porch? They don't wait. I see them round the front way, yeah. And I know that I know I don't want to see at all. I don't want to stay. I don't want to stay. I don't want to stay. So I got one more song. This is another original song. This is one that kind of just popped up on me in the last 6 months. One of those sitting down and playing and just kind of start singing along with what I'm playing, and the whole thing just kind of rolls out at once. And some of my favorite songs that I've written happen that way. Doesn't always happen that way. I wish it did,
because then it would be really easy to write more songs. But yeah, I really enjoy the ones that come all at once. So, this is called Better Way.
Long time has come for us to find a better way. It's time to cut through our mess and leave what people say. Time has come for us to start moving on. For us to realize how that we could be, we could all get along. We're running out of food to eat. Kids are sleeping in the streets, begging on cold for your change. So it's got to be something better. Everybody's dying for some more, just another hit to get them out the door. Everybody wants to be set free, but believe you me, it's got to be a better way. Lord, I know there's better ways, yeah. I know there's something better. Running out of food to eat. These kids are sleeping in the streets, begging on cold for your change. So it's got to be something better. Everybody's dying for a little more, just another hit to get them out the door. Everybody wants to be set free, but believe you me, there's got to be a better way. Lord, I know there's better ways, yeah. 'Cause I know there's something better. Lord, I know there's better ways, yeah. I know there's better ways. I know there's something better.
Zombie Maze, everybody. Thank you, Tommy. So we're going to take a quick break, take like a 10-minute break or so. Refresh yourselves, have something from the bar, have some snacks at the table. Come back and we'll do the open mic. Thank you. So come on up. Antonio Matthews.
I did the poem day in April, and what one prompt was to write something to another poet. So this is what I wrote to another poet. And I appreciate the people who signed up before me letting me read first, but I have a handicapped bus that sometimes comes early to get me, and I wanted to be able to read this. So Wesley and Naomi, thank you. To a poet, I've written before in praise of you, but praise is not the word. To honor, to express, to tell of. You, brilliant scholar, street activist, poet, essayist, teacher who cared, who worked in the city, in universities, wrote of your students, also your city neighbors in the streets, but had also lived a plain life in the country, observing and honoring the seasons while editing an essential magazine. There is one particular poem which endears you to me. dedications, where you reach out to all of the women reading your words, the office worker, the new mother, the young woman leaving the known for the unknown, the old reading with difficulty, the immigrant stumbling over the words but fed by them anyway. And you say to us, I know you are reading these words, listening for something. But for now, for such times of extremes, there are no new words from you. I need to listen to you afresh. So I return to your former words, because they still speak to me as you write of the teacher in Iraq trying to answer his students' questions, the women's movement's early days, the janitor in the apartment's basement, Cha, the poet in wartime, high-rise buildings stealing light from urban windows, the spring torrent on the old sloping roof. In dreams before waking, you ask yourself, what would it mean? What would it feel like? What would it mean to stand on the first page of the end of despair? Your reply, you yourself must change it. Thank you. And Wesley Penland is the next reader.
So I wrote this poem, so all these are going to be poems that I've never read out loud before. They're from like last month and today. I wrote this poem because last month was my birthday month, and it doesn't matter how old I get, people still tell me how young I am, even though I'm really old. So this is called When You Were Young. Signs of senescence and still infantilized. I ache in my knees, my vision is declining, anticipating the new routine of popping the ossified spinal column in my back between my shoulder blades daily. Ghostly white sprouts are interceding my 2 decades late facial hair while my boyishness blushes through. Too young to be old, too old to be young, the middle child phase of life, hungry for attention, starving to be left alone. Both a receiver and giver of back in my day. But I get it now. When the youth complain of a world we couldn't conceive of, you can't help but say, when I was young, Google wasn't a word. And the internet wasn't a credible source of news. Smoking had a magical barrier in restaurants and an area for students at my high school. 3-hour films were split into 2 tapes that took a year to come out. Music was discovered by radio or dive bar flyers or the headphones at Hot Topic. Research took weeks in a library and it still didn't give you all the answers. Even in this brave new world, we discover more lies than truth, and I pity the generations that sandwich me, that don't know how to strip the codes of fabrication and find veracity. We carry the canaries, warning of misinformation, debunking both our parents and our children. Apathy is our enemy, strolling and scrolling our brains in strollers, atrophic from lack of use. Everything is a finger swipe, a voice chat, an emoji explanation away from discovery we soon will forget. And we're getting older, aging faster than we can Google the next deterioration, and I'm terrified of what my students will claim to have known back in their day. So I was last to read at the last Sunday poetry, and I only got to read 1, so I'm reading 3 today, so. So this next one I actually wrote today. I'm back in school for dietetics and nutrition, and we were having a discussion about this idea that we put on, especially young girls, in prepubescent times where they gain a lot of weight and they're going to lose it, because they're about to go through puberty, but we put this shame on them. We put this, dieting and different things like that. So this is called bulimia blues rising. I've been passing judgments in the mirror for as long as I've known it was me looking back. I was the wrong shape from the beginning. My Italian great-grandfather calls my slender sister Principessa, and me, Chunky. I laugh with my uncle when he jokes that I grew wider, not taller, every single time we meet. Bonding with my aunt was watching weight, counting points at meals, too picked apart to taste good. Diet culture is the only culture that I'm akin to. Raised on government vouchers, malnourished and overweight, starving for nutrients, but told to slow down. Tummy poked by relatives suffering from diabetes. There are two types of shame. Healthy houses have fat kids too. They flourish with room to grow, without pressure to change. Toxic houses pass weight down like a curse, and blame like a key. Split me like a biscuit tin, a doughy toxicity, and then when they can't shove me back in, who's to shame? Deflated and disgusting, I never baked right. But I am made of self-rising flour. Punched down that shame and took back some power. I carried the weight of my curse and dumped it in the sea that almost swallowed me. Locked that key away and I never did bake, but I did cook. I proved that I was more than smoke and mirrors, more than weigh-ins and BMI, more than stomach and stretch marks, more than wanting to die. They never helped me rise, but want to take credit for raising me. Like a patch of weeds in their yard that they never watered but always mowed down. And now that the wildflowers are blooming, their pride is booming, but there are parts of my stem that will always have a crease from being stepped on. There are roots that hurt to push past the stunted growth of my youth, but I do. I blow my seeds of change to the wind. Freedom is found only when we see it in others, but someone has to shatter that mirror first. Thank you. This last one is actually a shanty. So, what was that? Last month, Tyler, Hiromi, and Tony and I did poetry on demand at IU, and afterwards we went to the social cantina, and we sat in front of this is an ekphrastic poem. We sat in front of this painting that was a giant taco ship. And we were just kind of like, what? We don't know what this is. So I wrote a shanty. It's also what I entered in for the Taco Bell Quarterly. So this is, it covers both those things. It's called the Taco Boat Shanty. Ring aloud the Taco Bell with a crunch and a crack and a sea that swells. Double beef the man that scrubbed the deck to bring to shore. Crunch Wrap Supreme was her name with a 50 oars and a sheet to tame. Rice and beans fed the lads, it pumped them more and more. Hey-yo, guacamole, hey-yo, guacamole, hey-yo, guacamole, we need a bigger box. There was a bell as loud as she, rained from afar beyond the sea. We sailed 8 nights and set the course, great nacho cheese, I see the shore. We spread her words all across the land with party packs and a sauce at hand. Diablo, hot or mild, please not on the boat, not cramped between. We shout our chant, it is our plea back into the sea. Hey-yo, guacamole, hey-yo, guacamole, hey-yo, guacamole, we need a bigger box. Next up is Hiromi Yoshida.
Segue into my poems, which are food poems from my latest chapbook called Umami, and thank you again to Tony for having provided a blurb for this. I think it was like before the break, I spilled a bunch of wine on this, but it's still okay, and let's just say it's saturated with umami wine. Right? Yes.
Marinated.
Marinated. All right, so I'll begin with the title poem, Umami. Essential component, a challenge to capture like slippery eel, yet to be broiled in soy sauce, sugar, and mirin. Think unagi. Umami, the balance of all 5 flavors, countable on one hand. Sweet, salty, bitter, sour, spicy. Blending into one lovely flavor with the opening of buds, ripening of seasons, the precarious balancing act, slippery acrobatics across the thick hearth's tongue. And I'll read 2 more poems out of this book. Gyoza. Ground meat and minced green onion, salted and peppered, dollop, plop onto floured dough rounds. Dip fingers into water for moisture, needed to pinch together in flute white edges. Closure for each plump crescent shape. Lovely promise heading for wok oil or steam basket. Multiply into a platter of plenitude, a banquet of steaming, sizzling noons, rising above overflowing dim sum carts, plump, dazzling. Then my 3rd poem out of here is Botan Rice Candy. Gooey, sticky, sweet orange cubes wrapped in rice paper, like Turkish delight. But the powdery film of confectioner's sugar becomes the plastic barrier between. Tongue and viscous delight rapidly dissolving into a lovely workout for the tiny mouths of Japanese children wanting to lick their way beyond the other side of U.S. postage stamps. Next up is Tyler Frederick.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? I guess I should wait for one of your responses.
All right.
Hi.
Sorry, I had this pulled up and I don't know what happened to it. I'm just gonna read one poem, and most of you have heard it. But my niece is here with me tonight, and she's never been to a poetry event, and so I would like to read this for her. This is called Shifting Shapes. The first step of shape-shifting is to exhaust all other options. Past what the seer saw, the thinker thought, the somersault of cycles, spinning through the cosmic constellations, forwards, onwards. Suspend all disbelief. Disengage allegiance to words you've been taught to wonder in. Confront again the urge to plunder and pillage and ponder the what-ifs that make you consider what is may not be so. The second step is just to go, slowly, full throttle, into the stillness. The third step is redacted. Even if I could tell you, you wouldn't be able to listen. The sound of metamorphosis is not within the range a human ear can interpret. Plus, the final step is the realization that to shapeshift, all you have to do is exist. To become who you want to be, though, you have to do that with intention. Thank you. And up next, we have Eric.
So, I want to, before I read the poems, I just want to do a little bit of when I was young. When I was young, when I was 28, I had to have some major surgery done, and I went into the hospital for the little pre-op visit, and one of the first questions I was asked was, do you want a smoking or a non-smoking room? Those were the days!
First available.
Okay, oh, glasses on. These are all kind of nature-y. They're, 2 of them are from sort of the end of summer, beginning of fall last year, and the others from spring this year. Now, the night is only 1 star high. Its wind is just a baby, barely brushing the leaf tips. The dusk fits around me like cloth cut to measure, and I hear my breath rush smoothly in and out. Last night started itself just like this one. And was I the same then too? Maybe I was a bit different. Maybe the orbit of my blood shifts just a slice every night. I feel the cool of twilight on my face and the back of my neck. It's time to go inside now. How it happens. Tree frogs singing through the drought, their night as noisy as ever. Do they know what's coming? The silent trees of winter, that long break of quiet. Their amphibian minds might or might not be able to hold such knowledge. Maybe the knowledge they need most is held in their bodies, which follow the seasons perfectly, and that rigorous following makes it a kind of soul with eyes to see the future and sing into it. And then I'm going to close with this one, all night. A deeper sleep than mine holds the stars tightly, takes them into zones where the past lingers at the blurry edge of the universe. Everything is a dream there of what was, or everything once there blurs its dreams with memories, till the deepest past and what we imagine are the same. All possible futures there too, burning with necessity and eager to be. I am only a tiny part of one of them, staring at the stars, drowsy, ready for bed, feeling the bonds of logic that tie me to the galaxies loosen, feeling lucky tonight, like a rat slipped away from a coiling snake, its narrowly made chest fluttering open and closed, still breathing. Thank you, Mr. Kyle Voss.
I don't see no trumpet. Like I told you last month.
There is no trumpet.
Yeah.
So I guess this is a new tradition. Like last month, I'll say these are, keep a little list, a notebook like of found lines, ostensibly for song titles and track titles for albums. So I decided to start making found poems, assemblages of lines out of them. So this is one of those. Descending the mountain, going where I have to go. I didn't choose this path, but I will follow it before intention becomes movement. All of life is a dream walking, the body in the invisible. That which cannot be seen all over and under the world. Things are never constant, change through randomness. Breathing in unthought faith, breath by unconditional breath. Past sight or memory, neither forcing nor forgetting, seeing through to nothing, reclaiming one's true mind. Accept what comes from silence. No shape, no form, there is no courting silence. Standing still in time, eternal flow, without a clue, the timeless fell into time. Frog.
All eyes on Archer. An echoing roar sounds scraping the windows of the majestic. Red letters rattle from the Berghof, signaling fire beyond West Monroe, reaching the rails at Adams and Wabash. Just across town, old Leroy kicks a can, beating on the back door of Daly's, jiggling the handle for dry biscuits, then disappearing under the L, shuffling a cane in the February cold. The green line screeches. Rust strut stripped of yellow, tower over 4-door horses, shaking boarded windows, lining Cottage Grove. East 63rd falls silent in the snow. A few blocks over, a mural reads, "Stop the violence." Its graffiti sprayed as fast as bullets. I don't think the city ever got the memo. Hitching for a hand, looking for a post-mortem dance, chasing ghosts on Archer, attempting to reach the haunted. What would the O. Henry play? Dropping off a date behind Resurrection's gate, the hearse held to in its late-night moon under a moonlit lover's lane. Could two spirits find connection, or stranded in the Irish legend? Or would they be dragged out in the roadhouse tunnels beneath them? When searching for an era dead, rolling to a waltz without a pulse, relinquished in the cinders of ballroom spooks, and the tales descended from the Willow Brook. We'll do one more. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I have 2 recent new ones since the Gonzofest. I haven't written in 3 months, and this is all I got. Bathed in the crimson ride. He who walks behind the rose, defiling earth by plow, swathing sheets of errant plight by the teeth of the gaping maw, thudding along the croft, in the trampling of the crowd, stripped of belief beyond split straw reeds bathed in the crimson rye, treading where Thanatos swaths, swiping on Perudo's breath, each press Persephone taunts when stamping on a chirping chest. Eyes a glaive cutting ivory pallor, smiting winter words, forging scenes. A white noise panzer crosses a killing cold, grunting bones of the elderly. These errors of pain brought peace to the pen, and the funeral hours where none of it surfaced. A spruce and a wreath wrapped the very few unnerving, moving the snow to flee in the dusted scatter of morning. As sadness keeps me awake for endless hours, and loneliness keeps me company. All of my days have gone in circles, no advancement in reality. And when these inches turn to feet, and those feet then run the yard, the more distance that I place from thyself adds to my problem solved. This is the last one. All right. Morose meetings at a solo cup social. Weekend eyes shifting in a room, letting me down. Friday seeks the monotony of overcrowding, taking space while flower faces obscure surroundings. Mortality, an empty seat, no one's around it. Plasticine, resigned in the circles of who has what and why, assuring me these people are not the people with whom I want to share my time. Meiotic screams leaching from the pool on the meek and the proud. Internal heat abating distance when it sucks the life. Another drink. This kerosene can't seem to kill the fire. Marauding sheep tipping the cups that their fakeness riled. Morosity unlocks in me too bored I leave when observing a crowd. Clarity, another backyard ghoul eating yearbook smiles. Thank you. Ahem. Miss Susan.
Thanks. Frog almost forgot me.
Apologies.
Oh, that's all right. My name is Susan Mason Scott, and I've been accused of having a mumbly voice, so can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, this first poem, I live in Madison, Indiana, and there's a women's prison. And the women are on work crews in town all the time, and they're often mowing and weed whacking. And so kind of the inspiration for this poem is that blade and that pendulum arc of the blade. Oh, and these are in honor of Mother's Day. I've chosen, I don't know if all the prisoners are mothers, but I mentioned them to me. Bridging time zones. In the prison yard, droves of dandelions close their bitter leaves to protect seeds of feathery wishes. Over the fence line, a copper hand spins on the clock face of the courthouse. Amber lights clock traffic in 2 directions. Striking the golden bell at the sound bow, the clapper clangs 12, marking time. On the outside, women clad in canary yellow jumpsuits wield blades. Where there's no 6x8, brush cutters sway in a parabolic arc outside. Few dandelions survive the felling. I imagine the children of these women on a cul-de-sac in a different yard. Grandma's worn ochre, their pajamas imprinted with pineapple smiles, bites missing from each piece like mouths of children soft gummed and swollen. The lost baby teeth saved for when the tooth fairy comes home. Sun sinking, the golden flowers already gone to seed. The children pluck the dandelions. Wish in a frenzy, spit kisses, and feathery parachutes into the night, crying for more time outside. Good time, early release, a chance. The second one is about my own mother. She was raised in the Ozarks on a dirt poor farm, and when I say dirt poor, nothing grew on that farm but children. So it was a tough life, I think. Passengers. Not only the train recalls granite blasts, spikes driving, curvature of the crags, hanging elevation, the easy slip to canyon floor. Where the mountain holds, where the mountain holds, rail to edge, train curving east, my mother saw the risk through her window. The future drags the past, hitch by hitch, grimy as it may be. Her swollen family, 7 depression babies, living on a milk cow, some chickens, a rare paycheck. As a teenager, she left on a straight line train, kinetic and lit with a wide ditch. A new station, skinny as a wild onion, electric in a red dress, paint on her lips, hiding the cracks and chaff. She greeted 3 dusty brothers, just boys. Prickly as kindling, cowlicks slicked, coveralls newly mended, the oldest stained with the morning milking, sour. Her past arrived on schedule, refusing to leave. Today on the California Zephyr, in the silent pauses, click, clack, click, clack. I wonder how my uncle, age 10, ferried his brothers, 1 toddler, 1 baby, to my mother in the city, meant to break the bond. Before she left, she carried babies on her hip, others hitched to her skirt. Across rugged terrain, a generation re-echoes. Hopeful as a dart with a sharp tip, I careen toward the map. I'm on the train. Thank you. Thank you to the venue also for having us and providing this opportunity.
otherwise, we will have Tommy come up and take us home. All right, thank you all. Thanks to all of our open micers this evening. Give yourselves all around applause. Also want to thank both of our features, Michael Duckwall and Patty Cooper Wells. Thank you so much. And, I got you. Michael wanted me to mention he hosts a reading series there in Scottsburg, Indiana, and the next one is coming up on Saturday, May 31st at 4 o'clock. Is that right? 4 o'clock? Okay.
4 to 6.
4 to 6, and that's at Java Station 56, which is a really cool coffee shop there in Scottsburg, Indiana. I featured there last month, and that's a really cool place. It's really pretty drive there too, if you're ever interested in going that way. Also, did you have something else?
Can I read one more?
Oh yeah. Come on up. Yeah.
Before I get into my thing. Can't slow the momentum.
Had a conversation in the downtime, so I just wanted to read this real quick. Peeling away. I've known my whole life something was wrong. Not per se wrong, just different. Now it's time I peel the mask away, not caring what others think, what others say. Excuse me. I've let judgment hold me down for far too long. It's time to embrace my thoughts, as strange as I am. It's time to stop wearing this mask to please others. I've always known, I just never let it show. Here, take a peek. See my face, these scars, this past I wear. Parts of me the mask was covering. Me, can I be? Judgment, I could lose it all. Yet this life finite. I only have myself, this body for so long. And my soul needs to see truth in the mirror, not a mask no more. I've known my whole life this day would come. The reward outweighs the risk. But with my mask removed, will you still love me like this? Different from the rest? I only hope that you see truth in the mirror. If not, let's risk it all together.
Awesome, thank you, Michael. Yeah, so that's our thing. We're gonna have Tommy do one last song. I wanted to mention, please join us again next month, Thursday, June 12th. Brian Price, who you probably heard here read before, he's gonna do a longer piece called "The Last Coyote" with musical accompaniment by Kyle Foss and Julian Douglas. And I've heard it as a studio piece. I'm super excited to hear how it comes together live. So thank you all for coming. Be sure to have some snacks on your way out. Take us home, Tom.
Tommy!
I'll just say it for the last one.
You sure?
Yeah.
losing their mind, their body and soul. Lord, they don't know. Oh, but it doesn't matter while the music flows and the lights around. Looking from the ceiling down to the ground, they keep spinning around. Ain't nothing gonna bring me down. So just get down. Yeah, let's just get down. Yeah, I wanna take you higher now. Yeah, let's get down, down, down. Let's just get down. Yeah, let's just get down. Yeah, I'm gonna take you higher now. Yeah, let's get down, down, down. You know that bass is loud. Shake it from the bottom, move it all around, take you to the clouds. There ain't nothing that can bring me down. Hear the drums they pound. And you hear them six strings, they ringing loud. Can you hear the crowd shout as the music starts? Can you feel the sound? So just get down. Yeah, let's just get down. Yeah, I'm gonna take you higher now. Yeah, let's get down, down, down. Let's just get down. Yeah, let's just get down. Yeah, I'm gonna take you higher now. Yeah, let's get down, down, down. Hear the music plays on. Hear the music plays on. Oh, the music plays on. It's rolling up and down, down through their veins till the break of dawn. Oh, stop it now. Ain't no wind inside today, so just feel the groove. Let it wriggle round down in your soul, oh, just let it move. You get lost in the sound now, lose control. So just get down. Yeah, let's just get down. Yeah, I'm gonna take you higher now. Yeah, let's get down, down, down. Let's just get down. Yeah, let's just get down. Yeah, I'm gonna take you higher now. Yeah, let's get down, down, down. And that music plays on.
Together. Or did you want me to do another?
That's
You
up
want
to
to
you.
do another?
If you,
Okay.
I would like.
I could do another. I'm gonna try to do this original song that I haven't played in a while. Probably been over a year since I played it out anywhere. So we'll give it a shot, see how it goes. Was actually inspired from Batman comics, the story of Batman and Catwoman over the years. Whenever I find myself in a writing slump, I like to kind of put myself in the head of characters from books and movies and stuff like that and get out of my own head for a while. And that normally helps me break out a little bit and find myself some more. So this is called The Bat and the Cat.
Another night, another ship, and we're she saw me, I smiled back. It's just what we do, now these are just facts. This is what we do, this is what we do, it's just like that. Long ago, after we had been apart for weeks, I went telling that she was on bed, the blood rushed to my cheek. Smiling when she saw me, and I smiled back. It's just what we do, oh, it's just like that. This is what we do, this is who we are, it's just like that. This is what we do, this is what we do. Oh, it's just like that. Losing my resolve, would I take back every problem I saw? Could we sum my bills off, throw these crimes against our heart? Try to forget these feelings play a part. Smile when I saw her and she smiled back. It's just what we do, oh, it's just like that. These are just facts. Oh, it's just like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is what we do, this is who we are. It's just like that.
Thank y'all once again for having us all out. This is an awesome little event and a really cool little spot. I have thoroughly enjoyed listening to everybody too. So